Hey, I want to show you. This is look at her nose at me. This is my mare, uh, wine at the Ritz, and isn't she sweet? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. We get her out, and I'm gonna show you her fall. Okay, this is I got Ritzy in the ramp. This is the first thing they do when they get in here. Usually they just roll. This is Ritzy's little filly. I haven't named her yet. Maybe. Hi, Ritzy. How you doing, sweetie? She's just a love. Um, maybe you can help me. Maybe you can help me with a name if you can think of something. Put it in the comments below. I name all our horses with Eds, Eds, and then blank blank, whatever it is. So like, if she would be like Ed's Dark Knight or something like that. But anyhow, look at her. I don't know what she's doing. She's sniffing around. And Ritzy here is just a lovey. Ah, sweetie pie. She's such a friendly horse. I tell you, I always say this, Tennessee Walkers are just the sweetest horses on the planet. They just love people. I mean, they just love people. Are you going to do something, little girl here? Come on, let's get moving. Let's get moving. Come on. Let's get moving. I want to see. She was, before I could get the camera out, she was flying up in the air and doing these bucks and everything. So hopefully she'll get moving again here. She's just sniffing. I think I'm going to get a flag and see if I can get her moving. All right, there we go. This is Ritzy's little girl, little filly. I haven't named her yet. Maybe if you can think of anything good, put it in the comments below. I name all our horses Ed's blankety blank, whatever that would be. So like, maybe she would be like Ed's Dark Knight or something like that. But I'd be interested in seeing what you could come up with. I usually get something to do with their personality as I start to get to know them. Look at her go, just burning out. And there's Ritzy. Hey, sweetie pie. See, she just rolled. She's got all that dust on her. Hi, sweetie pie. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. You're such a good girl. Yeah. Come on, move, girl. Move, little thing. See if I can get it going. Come on. There she goes. Isn't she pretty? She's a really good size filly. My goodness. And I mean, Ritzy, I mean, all my horses, we feed forage, which means, for those of you who don't know, that means like pasture and hay. We don't do any of the sweet feeds or anything like that. We try to feed them as naturally as they would, and they also get unlimited. So I don't know if you can hear Ritzy behind me, but they get unlimited because a horse will eat 17 to 20 hours a day. Now, it gets kind of tricky with doing that if they, like, especially like in the winter, or if it's really, like, say it's really wet and rainy here and the pastures are just kind of soupy, like wet bread or something. We don't want the horses out there because they just destroy the pasture and tear up the roots of the plants. And so we they get stalled a lot then, and they can kind of get overweight, get a little heavy. Ritzy's like Ritzy is such a big eater right now. I mean, she's a huge eater. Just unlimited. I mean, she's probably eating 40 pounds a day right now. And they say that, a horse will eat like 2% of its body weight. So like 1,000-pound horse would be like 20 pounds. But I'm sure she's eating more of that. And we give them grass, hay, and then we also feed grass pellets that are half, they're Timothy alfalfa mix pellets, and we give those, and then we also feed it's kind of like a vitamin and mineral pellet that's made by Pro Elite, and it's called Grass Advantage, and so basically it has different vitamins and minerals that would be missing in a grass diet. Look at how she kicks around. So isn't that cute? Come on, girl, move. Come on, you can do it. Look at her go. This is like, sometimes I try to get them to gate, but when they're full of piss and vinegar like she is, I mean, they're just gonna run around. Gated horses, like sometimes people don't realize, but gated horses, I mean they gallop and trot and pace, and but they also have and they canter, and they also have a, depending on the breed, a different kind of gait that they can do. And Tennessee Walkers are known for what's called the running walk, and it's a 4-beat gait, and a good one that's in good condition and stuff can do that at about the speed of another horse trotting, and some can even do it like rare ones can even do it almost the speed of a canter. 20. I know a guy he clocked his horse doing that at 27 miles an hour, which is fast. So, but anyhow, very smooth to ride. Once you ride a good gaited horse like a Tennessee Walker that's, naturally gaited, it's really hard to go back. So she's nursing here. Yeah, she's a sweet thing. I thought she was going to be, she was born real coal black, and usually black horses, when they're born, are kind of a mousy gray, mousy, like a color of a wild mouse. I don't know if you've ever seen one, but it's kind of silvery, and so when I saw they were coal black and they were bred to my stallion, Blue-Blooded Bandit, who was a gray horse, gray, when they get the gray gene on them, they get they're born real dark. And so I just assumed that she was going to be a gray. And her sister is the same way. But then I had a horse that was born this year. It's out of All American Tap Dancer, and my horse Moon, Ed's Full Moon Rising, and that was, and those are both black horses, okay. And so the only option that they would have would be black, or if they possibly carried for Chestnut, they might throw a Chestnut, okay. So and that foal, when it was born, he's the foal in the video where I say help runaway walking horses, because I was trying to get a video of him just like her, like she's running around like crazy, right? So I thought it was kind of funny title. But anyhow, he was born coal black, okay, and that was like, I have not seen that yet like that, right? So anyhow, going back to her, I think she is going to be black. Now her sister, or her half-sister from my other mare, bred to the same stallion, she is going to be gray. She's already got little gray hairs throughout her coat. And normally I get these guys moving, but they're Ritzy just wants loving. She's so sweet. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. She's a big sweetheart. Yeah, I love that horse. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's move. Come on, let's get moving. Come on. Come on, Ritzy, let's get moving. Come on. I just had to prod him a little bit here. This is just a flag. There's nothing to this. There we go. Get you both moving. There. Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. Oh, there you go. They look really nice, don't they? This is going to be a really nice filly. It's going to be big, I think. What's interesting is my veterinarian, Barb Schmidt, she's kind of a rare, in my opinion, in like veterinarians, where she's also a breeder, and she's been breeding warm bloods. I always forget the breed. It's a German breed for decades, I think. Anyhow, she told me the best time to, if you want to see what a horse is going to be like, is, and it's kind of easy to remember, it's 3 days old, 3 months old, or 3 years old. And those are because in between those times, I guess when the foal's first born, before it's 3 days old, they're still what they call unfolding. They're kind of, because they're all squished inside the mom, so they don't look, so they kind of unfold, and so at 3 days, if you squint your eyes and look at that foal, you can kind of tell what it's going to be like as an adult. Okay, and then 3 months is another good time, and then 3 years, and in between that time, you'll see horses that are what they call downhill, which means that they would like on her withers, she's not downhill, but they would be lower in the withers than they are in the rear end, or anything, or they could just look gawky, like a gawky kind of preteen or something like that. You know what I mean? So, and I just watched a lady, her channel. She's got a really good channel. It's called Free Spirit Equestrian. I think her name's Shay, and she's got this. I think she bought kind of a draft horse, like at an auction, and it was pregnant, and her foal looks really nice. It's big, But anyhow, she was playing with it in the video, and she was saying it was, and I think it was like that the ground it was on was, a little bit down, like sloping down, and that's why it looked like it was downhill. But it's also just at the growing stage. Like if you look at this foal here, you can see that her withers is a little lower than her rear end, and that's because as they grow, they'll get higher and lower and higher and lower and back and forth and all that kind of stuff until they mature. So you just kind of got to know that. Like if you go to look at a nice yearling and you go, he's downhill or she's downhill or she's this or that, And I'm not talking about any sort of bad like conformation, like a bum leg or a leg that's or something like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking overall. If you look at it and go, it's not as pretty as I wanted, you got to kind of remember that they go through these stages. Okay, so I was just thinking about that when I watched that. I watched her video today, and it's a real pretty. I think it's a gray. I think it's a filly, and it's like I said, it's like a draft horse. But I was thinking because she was saying that looked like it was downhill because it was on the ground uneven a little bit, which it was, but it also is a little downhill anyway. But that horse is going to grow out of that and be beautiful. I mean, the mom's really beautiful. So That's just interesting stuff to think about. But you can kind of see, look how, like if you look at this little filly, look how deep her stride is, you know. That's the kind of things we're shooting for here in Tennessee Walkers. But she's going to be a, you're going to come in here, Ritzy? She goes, quit making me move. You can come on over here. You can come on over. Yeah, little Foal's going to nurse now. But yeah, they're just so sweet. I love this horse. Hey, girl. How's my girl, huh? See, what I do, too, is like when I go up to him, I always let him sniff me. It's polite, you know. You don't want to just be so direct line and, you know, pet them. You want to just, you got to let them, what I call have some buy-in, you know. But I always do that. I always go up like this, and she just gives a gentle sniff, and that tells me it's okay, and then I can pet her here, different places she likes and stuff. They really like it right here. You're going to pet her, if you're going to rub a horse, I say this in some other videos too, but this scratch right here, okay, that is the friendship rub. Not smacking. I don't even want to do it. Not smacking like, oh, good boy, like a dog. You rub them like this. Now, when you do that, be prepared that they may come over and give you a little like nip or something, because they're trying to reciprocate with the perceived affection that you're doing. But that's what horses will do. If you watch them in the field, they'll groom each other, and they'll both go right here on each other, on the withers, like right where the neck meets the withers. That's that, and like right here. And sometimes they'll go along here too and bite and stuff. And you'll see them. You'll even hear their teeth going clunk, 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 clamping when they do that. But yeah, if you can, we get a butt shot. If you can, I don't know if you got any clever names for her, put them in the comments below, and who knows, maybe I might pick one. Should people subscribe? They should. Hey, smash that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.